You don't want to be read too clearly. You control how much of you becomes visible. You're sitting across from someone, answering a simple question, and before the sentence lands, you've already cut the sharper part out. You make it easier to take. You make it harder to use. Once they can read you, they know where to press. They know what lights you up. They know what you were trying not to show. So you stay a little vague. You smile before the answer gets too honest. You flatten the tone. You keep the real edge one step behind the words. And it happens fast. So fast it feels like a natural choice. But it isn't just choice. One part of you wants to be exact. Another part edits the line before it becomes visible. That's why you don't sound like yourself all the time. That's why clarity feels expensive. Because the clearer you are, the easier you are to read. This isn't about being fake. And it's not just being careful. You're in the middle of a normal conversation, and one part of you is fully there, listening, answering, reacting. But another part is already checking what your face gives away, what the tone sounds like, what the other person could take from it. And you can feel the split happen. One part says it as it comes, the other trims it. One part feels immediate, the other keeps the edge out of reach. That's why you can sound open and guarded in the same sentence. That's why people sometimes miss what you were actually trying to say. Not because the feeling wasn't there, but because it was edited while it was still moving. And once that happens enough times, you stop noticing the split. You start calling it personality. You start calling it being fine. But it's not oneself doing one thing. It's oneself entering the moment, and another one deciding how much of it can survive contact. And the worst part is how ordinary that feels. Like nothing happened at all. Like that's just how you talk now. But it isn't the talking. It's what got removed before the words could stay real. You catch yourself halfway through the sentence. You were about to say it plainly, the part that would have made the room go quiet for a second, and instead you soften it, fold it, make it easier to receive. Your hand starts to move, then stops. Your face changes before your voice does. Even your laugh gets smaller. It happens in text too. You write the real version, stare at it for a moment, then strip out the line that would make it too clear who you are. Too much edge, too much need, too much of the thing that would let someone name you too fast. And right after that, your mind starts replaying the moment like it was a draft you can still improve. You hear the sentence again, but better, closer to what you meant, sharper, cleaner, less available to be used against you. That version feels more like you than what actually happened. The one that only exists after the moment, when nobody can answer it back. But in real time, you didn't stay there long enough. So what survives is not what you felt first. It's what made it through the filter. And once that becomes normal, you stop noticing what gets removed before anyone sees it. You learned what happens when you're too clear. Not as a rule, as a reaction. A moment where you said exactly what you felt and the air shifted. Someone looked at you differently, stayed longer than you expected, or pulled back in a way you couldn't read. And that stayed. So now, before anything fully forms, your mind moves first. It adjusts the sentence while it's still inside. It reduces the reaction before it reaches your face. It keeps parts of you from becoming visible at all. Not to hide everything, just enough to stay out of reach. Because when something is clear, it can be held. It can be named. It can be used. So you keep a layer between what you feel and what shows up. And after doing that enough times, stops feeling like protection, starts feeling like you. More controlled, more contained, more unreadable. But that version of you that felt different before, it wasn't less careful. It just wasn't being cut this early. So when you say you're just like this now, how much of you is actually here? And how much of you never makes it far enough to exist?